20 years ago this month, as militancy began to strengthen in the Kashmir Valley, over 3 lakh Kashmiri Pandits fled their homes literally overnight. Thousands of families left everything behind, and many had no choice but to live in migrant camps in Jammu and Delhi. In the first of a special series on their 20 years in exile, tonight, Zafar Iqbal reports on how very little has actually changed.
20 years ago, when Bhaskar Nath and his family migrated from Kupwara to Jammu, they were allotted this one-room tenement in the Pirkhu migrant camp on the outskirts of the city. It's in this one room that the family of 5 eats, sleeps, cooks and sits in a huddle when the winter becomes unbearable.
ये कोई कमरा है, बहू भी उधरी, बेटी भी उधरी, बाप भी उधरी, ना कोई शर्म रह गई, ना कोई पर्दा रह गया. जहाँ बहू बैठे, लड़का बैठे, लड़की बैठे, कोई शर्म. उधर कंघी भी करनी है, कपड़े भी खोलने हैं, कैसे खोले?
Close to 4 lakh Kashmiri Pandits migrated after militancy erupted in the valley. Most of them are still living in migrant camps such as this one. Successive governments have promised better accommodation, but little has changed on the ground. Living in cramped transit camps, the Kashmiri Pandits are today among the poorest strata in the state. They want to go back to their home in Kashmir, but are afraid.
इंडिविजुअली कितनी सिक्योरिटी देंगे ये सबको, और सब जा ही नहीं सकेंगे कि 20 साल से अपने गाँव छोड़े, अपने घर छोड़े हैं. कुदरती बात है, डर होता है.
The Chief Minister says improving the security situation is the government's top priority.
Kashmiri Pandits left in 20 years ago, not for economic reasons, not for political reasons. They left because their sense of security was snatched from them. It is that sense of security that this government is working to restore.
And while Kashmiri Pandits are grappling with the problems like lack of accommodation facilities and harsh weather, the glimmer of hope really comes from the younger generation. Children born and brought up in these migrant camps who are contributing their bit to make the atmosphere slightly more lively and to bring cheer to the displaced souls.
In another corner of the migrant camp, a song for a homeland they have never seen. Children of displaced Kashmiri Pandits born and brought up in Jammu camps have only heard about the valley. So they have formed a club, the Sharika Foundation, named after the Kashmiri mother goddess, to keep alive their history, their culture and their language.
हम चाहते हैं जहाँ पे हमारे मम्मी पापा रहते थे, खेलते थे, हम वहाँ पे ही जाएं, वहाँ पे ही हम देखें, घूमें, वहाँ पे कैसा है, हम गए नहीं हैं.
Hope rises in the midst of despair. Perhaps one day these children would get to return to their roots and the valley would once again resound with songs of harmony. With Zafar Iqbal in Jammu, Saurabh Gupta for NDTV.
Tuba.com